And then we were sitting, I think I go in for another kiss. And then from my memory, out of the blue, you patted me on the head, which threw me off
and then
so
I
much.
shook your hand because I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So imagine getting your head patted after a kiss and being like, okay. And then like when they see, oh my God, what have I done? They then go, I'm sorry, and shake your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Morokai with 2 eyes. We're back on every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify and 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. I love you.
Wow, that's kind of cringe. I did not like that.
I wanted to start off with as awkward as possible.
Oh, wow.
What's your response?
You know I love you.
That is beautiful. I feel a bit awkward in the middle here. I'm in the hot seat.
That was a step up from thank you.
Yes, it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I did come prepared with some questions.
Yep.
And I was just looking at my phone just before, and then I must have hit new note, and I thought I just deleted all the questions. A little bit of a panic attack, I'm not going to lie. But I haven't, so we're on track. It's all good. We're chilling.
Yeah, and for anyone wondering, my lovely girlfriend is joining the show.
Yep.
So for those as well who aren't aware, this is probably Ali, I don't want to come at you, but this could potentially be one of the best gift givers.
Oh yeah,
hands
Thank
down.
you.
Like we are in this room surrounded by plenty of gifts Rach has gotten you.
she has. Yeah, she's done very well, to be honest.
I would say extremely well.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna have to
90%
throw
of
my
drinks
2
though,
cents.
so I don't know if it's...
So no, but they're
good.
great drinks. They're particular to what he likes. I think you've found his interest and you've done really well. Like I don't want to clap on the podcast because it's very annoying for all listeners. But if I could clap and I was allowed to, I definitely would. So
Nah, she has done very, very well. Nah, I'm very, very, very lucky to have her. She is the love of my life.
Oh, what is happening?
jeez, I serenaded you with a song. You're just serenading in front of me. I feel like it's. Do you want me to leave?
I wanted to like
Do you
push her
want
into
me-
a corner so much so she like
Oh,
had like
geez.
2 sentences. I've already
I love
done it.
the first episode with Luke's girlfriend, and she's just getting thrown like, oh.
Nah, but you had some questions, mate. So hit them up.
I did. Obviously, we may as well start it out. Obviously, used to have been quite cute already, but when you first met Luke, what were your like initial thoughts? Like, did you think you'd be here today, obviously on the podcast, or like, you know, what did you think? Obviously, he's got the amazing smile, but
I know.
Oh.
Yeah. No. There's a bit of backstory. Because
okay.
obviously we met on Tinder
Yep.
a year and a half ago during like Melbourne lockdown.
Nice. Remember the date. Very nice.
Yep.
Love that.
So went on a Tinder date. It was great.
Whoa, hold on.
I super liked him.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, nice.
That is
There we go.
It's a big up in the guy's
That's
playbook.
huge. That is very big.
And then the first message I got from Luke was, tomorrow night, mini golf. We're going.
That's really good. I actually rate that. I wish I was that good.
Oh well, I saw a super like, and I went. Obviously, in your head, you go accident. I immediately went accident, and I was like, you know what? If it's not an accident, it was meant to be. Then I was like, I'm just going to go aggressive,
Yeah, beautiful.
and it worked.
Played the field.
And
Yeah.
then I realised as I got to know her, she just can't say no. So it became like something.
So not
cool.
a yes man, a yes woman.
It became something cool to be. Like I think 2 weeks in, I went, did I pressure her into this?
Oh no.
And then I was like, she's trapped now. Doesn't matter. So,
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Anyway, sorry.
Pretty
go
much
on.
I couldn't say no. So I did go on the date. And it was great. Absolutely great.
What made it so great?
I don't know. So I'm a very quiet person. Luke will never admit this because he doesn't know. But like I just was comfortable with Luke from the get-go. So I don't know. I could be myself. And I was like, yeah, I really like him. And then Luke didn't want a relationship.
Oh no. This is great content, by the way.
We're jumping like a month ahead. I was expecting our first kiss, and I love how you just jumped.
No, because our first kiss was
I love
awkward.
all of this. Spill the tea.
On the first night,
Yeah, sorry.
when I was saying goodbye to Luke,
Yes.
I shook his hand.
No.
Oh.
That night. That was so sorry. Oh, sorry.
Anything to say?
Sorry. I feel like I'm in the Flash movie where it's like time skip. No, okay. So on the first date, then you said you're not much of a talker. You prepped me.
Yeah.
And then we got in the car and you talked heaps, which I loved, but I wasn't prepared for.
Okay.
Because I was prepping myself to be the whole conversationalist the whole time.
Yeah.
And then you were just like, what do you do here? Where are your pets? What about your family? And I was just like, I was going to ask her like truth or dare questions.
I'm going to quickly jump in here.
Yeah.
Obviously, knowing how Luke is with pets, for yourself, were you thrown by that? Sorry, because I know
I didn't tell her I don't like dogs.
No,
never
he
told her.
said, if I go back on my messages, there's probably like, yeah, I love dogs because my housemate had a dog, and I was like, oh, how are you? Mind you,
you played it.
What idiot would say I don't like dogs?
That's true. That is very true. For anyone out there, you always say you like dogs.
Exactly.
Unless you've maybe been mauled or attacked by one. Then at least you got like some standing there. But yeah.
well, we nearly did at his mum's. So.
Yeah, that's another story.
Great, there's so many. I love this.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So then she was making all the conversation. It was great. And then like I looked at her in the car while she was talking, and I was prepped for I was really prepped. You prepped it as in like this is going to be such an average date.
Oh.
I think you laid it out.
Yes.
I was just like, no, this was great. So in the very end, she was talking, and then like I don't know. I think I saw you smile, and
That's a sign. So did like as in,
no, to any guy out there, if a girl smiles, don't go for the kiss.
Well, you said no.
Shopping at Kmart.
Purely. Well, you said it was at the end of the date, so I just assumed that like maybe.
No, I get what you mean. No, she did this smile, and like I saw her teeth when she smiled. And I really liked her smile. And then I don't know what it was. Something just came over me. I was like, no, I want to kiss her.
Yeah,
and
cool.
Then I just went for the kiss. And then that worked out really well. But the time it didn't, it's the time she's referring to. Okay. So I'll tell my side, and then I want to hear your side.
Oh, this is perfect. I'm loving all of this.
What would this be? Well, I think we spent like a solid 2 weeks together.
Yeah.
So what would have been like third date? Because it was very early.
Wait, what are we talking about?
When you patted me on the head.
Second. We just came back from IKEA. I know this.
IKEA's a good test, by the way. For anyone out there, that's a really good bond, I feel.
Well, it was weird because I went to hold your hand and she didn't like it.
Oh, really? How are you holding hands now? Like, obviously, being this well, it's just,
emotionally mature.
No, I need to ask because Ali will say to me, like, I hold hands like an idiot. No, like I know, like it sounds stupid. No, because like I feel like because like I never really do it. Like I'm so used to just having my hands in my pockets. I'm just throwing it out there because she'll completely agree when she listens to this.
Next time we're going for a feed, mate, we can practice.
Just notice me. Like instead of you know how people like lock their fingers.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I'm just like, I just don't want to like because I can get clammy hands.
Yeah.
And all that. So like sometimes I just like hold it like that. Like you can't really see that on the camera, but like
no,
it's just,
I
it's
get
just
it.
odd.
Some people are different.
Yeah, it's just odd.
Yeah.
So.
No, I get where you're coming from. What the fuck were we talking about?
IKEA being patted on the head.
So anyway, I was like, I overthought a bit too much. I was like, maybe she's not that interested. And then I drop her home, and we're sitting in the car for ages. And then as we're sitting, I think I go in for another kiss. And then from my memory, out of the blue, you patted me on the head, which threw me off
and then
so
I
much.
Shook your hand because I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So imagine getting your head patted after a kiss and being like, okay. And then like when they see, oh my God, what have I done? They then go, I'm sorry, and shake your hand. And I was like, who is this girl?
And then I kissed him on the forehead because I was like, yeah.
That's pretty cute. That is pretty cute.
She kept trying to apologise for the things she's done by making it worse, like following on. But to be honest, you know me, I love a story. So the minute I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Because I love telling stories. So
that is true. You always look at it from that perspective. Mm-hmm.
So what made you go for the head pat?
I have no idea. I'm just awkward. Like,
oh, you're just awkward. I don't know. This is one of the funniest things ever that happened yesterday. And my phone's dead, so I can't play the voice message. I get a voice message, and I'm just going to my car, and then she goes, "You're not going to believe what I've just done. I just went to the bank, and the woman I see at the bank all the time, she was there, and she gave me something, and I literally curtsied, like pulled like a pretend dress out and
bowed my head,
bowed her head and said thank you and walked out. She's like, I can never go back. She's like, I don't know why I did it. I have no idea why I did that. I was like at my car in tears. I'm like, what the fuck are you
Do you,
doing?
if you don't already have TikTok, Rach, I feel like you should definitely do TikTok.
Mm.
No, I'm serious. Like, I feel like the stuff from just hearing these stories, that'd be amazing content. I genuinely feel like there's a good market out there for that.
That would be. And
Stuff. Another good side income. It's good. It's a nice little hustle.
Yep. So sorry, some other stuff. Yep. So what else did we do after that? I think then we did a couple more dates, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And within a week, Luke bought me an OODIE.
Ooh.
And the second week bought me flowers. So I was like, yep, we're set.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I actually rate that highly because OODIE's a very great gift.
I think at that time, I even remember a friend coming over and he was asking about Rachel, and I said, yeah, she's going to be around for a while. I remember saying that. And then I don't know what happened to me. I think I loved the situation we were in. Like, it was perfect. And I was like, I don't want this to end.
Yeah.
So I don't want all the commitment.
So then, if you throw the label on it, it's a bit like,
exactly.
Well,
so, and because it was so, like, everything was happening so quickly so early on, I think I was just like, no, hold up. Let's just, at our end. What was it on your end?
Heartbreak.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez. That hurts. That actually hurts to hear, I'm going to be honest.
Nah, I can...
But I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, there was a time I thought it was the cutest thing ever, was when you went to, like, a small gathering. And then there was a time where I... Imagine from my end, right? She's gone to a small gathering.
Yeah.
And then there's a guy there that tried hitting on her.
I was about to say, was there a guy there that tried to... Yeah, it's from a guy's point of view.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't like
and
that.
that's the message I got, right?
It's not nice.
That's
it's a heart-sinking feeling.
It is, and that's the message I got. The next night, she comes up, she gets in my bed, and she goes, "All right, we need to talk."
Whoa. That would honestly, for me personally, being an overthinker and like anxiety, my heart would be racing because I'd be like, "Fuck, we're done."
So,
like it's ended.
Oh no, I was immediately like, "Oh, you were at a gathering last night. You've hooked up with someone." We've only known it. How long?
That's actually
was
not
it?
too
2
much,
weeks.
yeah.
If that.
So that's not that.
And so I was like, "Oh, that's a shame. She was pretty cool. I guess we won't see each other again." Like that's literally what was going through my head. And she's like, "Something happened last night." And again, then it heart sinks again.
Don't pause. Never pause.
And then she's doing this.
Just spit it out.
Classic. I don't know if you had like you had something and you're like fidgeting with your hands.
Yeah.
And she's like looking down. She's like,
"Oh, that's not good." No eye contact as well.
Yeah. And she goes, "So there was this guy at like the gathering last night." And again, another heart sink. I'm just like all these things. I'm like, just get to the point where you like hooked up with this person. And she's like, "Yeah, so he tried hitting on me. Wasn't comfortable with it, so I left the room, tried hitting me again, and I was like, nah, don't want to be a part of it. I love what I have with you." So I went to my car and got my dad to pick me up.
No, so what happened? That did happen.
That's an amazing, like that
Imagine
is
the turnaround from your heart.
Yeah, that is like you're like, wow, I've struck gold.
Yeah, I was like
I've genuinely found the one.
I was like, this person is like loyal, more loyal than I've ever seen, but you really set me up for failure.
No, because like
what a quick turnaround.
I know.
I was planning to like stay over the night. I had like booked like the spare room because I was like, I'm staying over because I'm having some drinks. And he had like been trying to hit on me, so I was like, I'm not having a bar of it. And I went to bed and I was pretty drunk, but I woke up to like a Facebook request, like message saying like, "Don't suppose you want some company in there?" And I was like, oh my God. It's like I grabbed all my shit and like went to my car and like called my dad crying. I was just like, "Come pick me up, like please."
I must admit though, I'm like, thank you for telling this story because I feel like there would be so many other like girls out there who like this has happened to them as well, but they haven't been as lucky to be in a situation like you were, or like being brave enough to make that step. So like, yeah, good on you for that because I can't even imagine how. Because like there are guys out there that are like complete freaks.
Yeah.
Too
So like that would scare the ever living shit out of me even being in that situation. So that is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew she was something special.
Did you also think Luke was something special when you saw his array of pop vinyls, or did that throw you off? No, I need to ask the question because, like, when you walk in, and did he have them all on display? Because he has a lot.
No, he probably had like 9 on display.
Oh, you sneaky.
And then
200 were in the wardrobe.
They're in my brother's room. Opens the door. What is this? No, look in there.
Shut it.
But one night we organised them because he was going to sell them or something.
We've all said that.
So, and then I saw the full collection and I was like, oh. But at this point we were just like friends. So I was like, okay. cool. Yep.
I'll let that pass.
And it's got to a point for Christmas, she got me my own pop vinyl, like a personalised
It's personalised one.
Exactly.
It's Luke.
Where's that one?
Oh, no. It's getting shipped.
Oh,
yeah.
exactly.
I'm very keen
I
to see
changed
this.
the address, so it's coming
It
to
says
here.
Morokai on it.
Oh, that's sick. I love that.
Yeah. It was meant to be a
Another great
surprise, but I
gift.
couldn't keep it inside.
That is another perfect gift.
That's what I mean.
That is amazing.
Yeah, she's good at gifts.
She really is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to really let them all know. That's actually, sorry, that's amazing. I'm just looking. Oh, also, actually, so this one I needed to know. Where / have you already eaten the bag of twisties, the party bag that you got?
I didn't get
I was
any.
really
that
hoping
she's
that
in
they'd be, yeah. I'm still confused how your brother thought that.
I don't know. Do you know why he said
No
Twisties?
idea. He's like, one time at Woolies, and I was like, I never asked you to get me anything from Woolworths.
Yeah, I have no idea why he thought that'd be a good Christmas present for you.
But he bought me tea the other day, so maybe for Christmas this year he'll buy me tea.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's learning.
He is.
Complete
Bless
opposite
him.
of Rach. It's not a great gift for him at all. Somewhat selfish, actually. I bet you the twisties were for him.
I
That was
would
a
not be
perfect
surprised.
setup to be like, Rach just being like, I don't have these. Matt's like, I'll have them. I'll eat them.
So, all right. So when we were going through that, then it got to a point where I was like really enjoying what we had, but I was worried about the commitment part. I was pretty scared about it.
Yeah.
What was on your side? What were you thinking? Because obviously it was kind of...
Well, honestly, because you said, like, you know, I don't want a relationship. And I was like, cool. I didn't want a relationship either because I wanted a relationship with you. Because, like, I was like, it's easy. So I was like, nah.
Yep.
So, yeah. Pretty upset, but we pushed through. And here we are.
We are. Yeah. See, I think about it all the time. I guess it's advice to everyone out there. I now think about all the time. I am extremely lucky to have you. I would have been very upset if I lost you.
Bless.
But it could have been a stage where I wouldn't have realised until you would have been gone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, you realised when you were away and I didn't talk to you for 2 weeks.
yeah, exactly. And then because I obviously
I can back that.
because
Yeah.
I talk to
Can
her
vouch for that.
every day, like every single day.
You did say this to me off air. He did say to me, actually, like the whole trip, when I was asking him how was it, he's like, man, it was really good, but like the whole time, like it was just... You probably chat with Ali like every single day. I was like, yeah. He's like, well, yeah, so do Rach and I, but like, man, the whole time that I was away, like just nothing. And it's kind of like... And even I was like, fuck, I understand from the perspective where you're probably like, you know,
Well,
like
he's
it's
away
his
with the
holiday.
boys, and I was just like, no.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Like, you want him to do his thing. But then that must have also been... Because I'm sure there were times as well where you yourself would have wanted to message him.
Oh, I
that's
wrote-
just-
This is the cutest thing ever.
In my notes in my phone, like I wrote like dot points of things that I wanted to say to Luke, like things that have happened. I'm like, oh my god, look, this has happened. So I wrote it down. So when like Luke came back, so I'll be when I saw him, be like, this happened, and this happened, because I didn't want to like every day be like, oh my god, this happened, because he'd be like, I'm with the boys. Like,
That's
stop.
perfect. I love that you've done that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Exactly. So then, I don't know. I think anyone out there, because I was 100% like, I don't want to lose this casual thing we have. Because without a doubt, you can even testify this. You're like my best mate. There was never one time I was like, I'm flirting with this girl. I'm talking to this one. Like got another date over here.
I'm not just saying that because you're here.
Yeah.
On, like I can swear.
It
Like,
was
yeah.
literally Rachel the entire time. Yet I wanted to I just didn't want a thing to change. I just enjoyed it so much.
Yeah.
And then when I did experience that, and for all, it could have happened where you could have found someone else, and then it would have really hit, and I would have been like, oh, now I've lost that person.
No,
So I'm very
110%.
glad I did go away, because I was like, oh my god, like I've got the most perfect person in the world. Now you've realised it, but I hate that it took that long to realise. So
Yeah.
anyone out there, if you're just playing it like casual and they've got like a good heart, good soul, just do it.
Yeah.
What's the worst that's going to happen? If you break up, you're just going to have an awkward chat. Just do it. So,
Yeah.
So that's good advice. Yeah, actually, one of my questions that I did have in there, I can't even find it now, just blankly looking at it. But yeah, one of my questions actually was in there, like if you had any like funny stories from your guys' relationship. But I feel like you've already, without even me saying it, there is more
Oh, there is heaps more.
than that as well, which is perfect. Like that, it just sounds like a great like from the outsider looking in, like already knowing anyways. But it just sounds like an awesome relationship that always has like amazing highs.
It's pretty good. Like we haven't fought or anything.
Oh, really?
Is this going to be like a get ready for next episode, or are we discussing this
can
now?
we next episode talk about our one and only fight, and I want you to be the judge and say who's in the wrong?
Oh no.
Because I've never thought of
I
it.
don't like confrontation.
I was more than happy to go. I've told so many people, I've never had a fight with Rach. I've literally never once had a fight with her. I don't even think I think you've gotten frustrated at me a couple of times because I have the shittest memory, and that's it.
Yeah, but that's just you as a person.
That's just me. That's
that's
my
me
memory.
too. Ali will vouch for that as well.
Yeah, and I really don't think we had a fight. And then there was one time Rach got upset, and she's like, "I told the girls at work, and they're on my side." I'm like, "There wasn't a fight."
No, I'm going to be honest. Does that not because Ali will say this? She's like, when I made the joke about the eating is cheating.
Yeah.
And she didn't take as a joke.
Yep.
And then, because I remember she was telling me just recently, she's like, yeah, one of the girls at work was like, apparently they call me a unicorn because, like, I'm a rare thing to find. Like, guys aren't usually like that. And I was like, that's a weird, like, analogy, but sure. Yeah. Oh, it's a great compliment. But I was like, a unicorn? But anyways. Yeah. So, and then, obviously, when I said that, then, like, the ladies at her, like, work were like, oh, Lee's no longer a unicorn now. And I was like, you told the girls at work. I was like, it was a joke. Okay. It went over your head. It didn't land. I apologise. I don't know what else I need to do.
I want to say, there's two sides. There's one. I'll if it was me to Rach, right? I'm like, babe, eating is cheating, and you'd be like, fuck you, and then that's it. And then the other side, babe, eating is cheating. What the fuck did you just say?
Yeah,
so context is key. So when you told me, I was like, oh, it's just a joke that didn't land.
Oh, well, that's how I felt. But no,
I never once thought you're the type of bloke that would be like, fucking, she needs to know. Like that makes no sense.
I just assumed, I probably shouldn't have assumed that she knew what eating is cheating was as well.
Yeah.
I just thought like people said it, so I was like, I'm going to say it.
Nah, that's all right.
Clearly not. All right. But stay tuned for the next episode, guys, because we're about to find out the juicy argument.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Don't you reckon?
Well, now that you've said it, afterwards, it's probably not that bad. But on my side, it's pretty bad because I cried.
My plan worked. You've cried. Wait, you've cried? So sorry. There's going to be, when I find it, I could not find it the other night. Before we go, there was a voice message where she took pre-workout.
Is this your first time taking pre-workout as well?
She can't have coffee because she's just
Yeah, we had coffee, a week ago, and I ended up throwing up.
Yeah, she just bounced off the wall. Anyway, she had pre-workout, and she's voice message like, I've gotten this done, I'm at the gym, I've done all these sets, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go do that. And I'm like, Rach, I love you, I think, be careful, I think you're going to crash. She's like, no, I'm just getting done, I'm like doing this, I've got all my day planned. And then like 2 hours later, I just feel like I'm not doing anything in my life. And I'm just like a full-on crying voice message. And I'm like, Rach.
I warned you. Just walk in and she's just got like more scoots ready. I'll do it, look, I'm not afraid.
All right, keen. I'm keen to lay out this fight. Exclamation marks. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Morokai's Twice. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Boom.
Boom.
What am I doing?
Saying it.
Saying what?
Boom.
Boom.
That was actually really good.